Welcome to this sidebar video. Now, if you watch part 29, you know I promised to give you an explanation for why I did what I did in the campaign. That was my Western Roman campaign. Now, what I actually did in the campaign is I upgraded both these armies.
We hunger for battle.
And oops, stupid Steam. And I'll just demonstrate it for any of you guys who don't want to watch the video. What I actually did was this. I came up here, I brought this army
Commander,
down to here,
ready for battle.
and then I went in and attacked the Huns with this army, and of course they ran away.
We
And then I
hunger for
came up
battle.
with that
On the
here,
move. At your command. Kill them
and I went in
all.
like this, and I did the auto resolve. Balanced, completely annihilated the Huns. And no need to take on casualties because we barely lost anything. So we completely annihilated a Hun stack like that
Commander,
with minimum casualties, and a lot of guys might have thought, well, why didn't you fight the battle? And this is what this video is about. Now, the main reason for doing this is that the date at the moment is 418 AD. Attila has not yet, so if I kind of show you diplomacy, Munzak is actually still leader of the Huns, so Attila has not yet become faction leader. That doesn't happen, I think, until 425 AD, and it means that by killing that stack, they will actually now spawn a new stack over here next turn, probably even better than the one I've just killed. And so
at your command.
basically, it was fighting the Huns and weakening these armies is a bit of a pointless exercise at the moment until you get Attila in charge of the armies, and then you get a chance to kill Attila. So at this point in the game, there's no point going head to head to the Huns, and this is what this video is about, is to demonstrate that. So what I'm going to do is reload the game just to show you the consequences of fighting the Huns when you don't have, I mean, this isn't particularly a weak tier 1 army. We've actually got a few kind of reasonable troops in here. We've got upgraded Balasari. So what I'll do is I'll just reload the game. See you in a minute, guys. Well, here we are, guys. What I'm going to do now is we're going to fight a single battle, and I'm going to use this army because,
Commander,
to be honest, no, let's use this one, and we're going to go head to head with the Huns here. The Onager's not going to be that much use in this battle, so we're going to come in here, and you can see here it says 50-50 with an auto resolve. It would probably come out as a Pyrrhic victory or a close defeat, but the army would be bashed, and either way the Huns would still be around. But we're going to fight it. Now, if anyone but the Huns, I would go into this battle confident of winning. But when you fight the Huns, these aren't the odds that you want to go in against, so especially with two heavy onagers. So we're just going to fight the battle. If the weather or anything's against us, I'll just restart it, because I want you to be able to see the battle, guys. I don't want to be fighting in the fog or rain or anything. And you can see the terrain. We can use the terrain into our advantage, but you've got to remember as we're attacking. Oh great, fog, rain, fog. I'm going to come back, guys. There's no point in me fighting this. This is a demonstration battle, so see you in a minute. Well, here we are, guys. You may notice that the army's changed, and the reason for that is that for some reason the army with the onager, every time it attacked, it either had to fight in fog and rain. So I've had to settle with my second army, which for some reason the same battle, but they actually get to fight it in the dry. So it means we don't have an onager. To be honest, it's not a great loss. The only real problem is that this is a slightly weaker army, and I would have preferred to fight with the other army. You can see the terrain is, we can use it to our advantage. The Huns are over here, and we've got this reverse curve here. So what we're going to try and do is, actually before we do the deployment, I just want to show you this. See here, -10, -10. This is due to what is known as the Scourge of God, which is a trait of the Huns when they fight Christian factions. And of course, in my campaign, I'm still Christian, and that immediately gives a -10 morale debuff for all the troops in the army. I mean, some are able to offset it a bit more than others. Actually, let's just get these guys back. Now we're fighting in let's get these guys in the middle. Not that it makes that much difference, because what we're going to do is get the general up here, and what basically the strategy is going to be, and we're going to get the scout equities over here. What we're going to try and do is, obviously over here somewhere is 2 heavy onagers, and what we're going to try and do is get up into this reverse curve to try and offset the worst of those onagers. So let's get up here. There's no point coming out through there, because if we did, the heavy onagers would just tear us apart. And so what we're going to try and do is get into here as quickly as possible. I'm going to keep my general back for the moment, purely and simply because if I lose my general, my army will just crumple like tissue paper. And what need to do is try and get this army into this reverse curve as quickly as possible. Hope that the Huns can't bring their onagers to bear. I think what we'll do is we'll get these guys here. There's a dead patch there, which I think what we'll do is bring you guys this way to guard against any cavalry trying to sneak round. We're going to get you guys here, and what we're going to do now is we're going to try and draw their I'm going to send up one of these guys to try and draw the onager fire, because to fight these heavy onagers we need to get them to run out of ammunition, because if you don't have much choice at all. I think what we're going to do is try and keep a couple there, because of course we're the attacking army, so what we're going to do is bring these guys here, and of course the Huns are quite happily waiting for us to show ourselves. They probably can't see us because we're hidden. So we've just thrown up some birds. Come on, Huns. The other option we do have is to send the cavalry this way. That might be better actually. Let's just put you there for the moment. Fighting on. Yep, they've seen us now. I think we'll keep one cavalry unit back. You guys have just been elected. And what we're going to do is try and use a dodge, because if you're fighting the Huns, you need to use every trick that you can. To get the advantage. Okay. Crap. Lucky they're using... Nope, broken.
The men are broken and are fleeing.
Try again.
The men are running.
Nearly got them.
Fight,
Nearly got them. Keep them moving. I mean, this is how you've got to fight the Huns, guys. And I mean, I may be throwing my cavalry away, but right, I'm just going to slow the battle down because we now need to get our guys up onto the high ground. I think we'll get the elite, those guys round that way. And of course, we certainly need to get our ballista up. And of course, now, where's my general? I certainly need my general up. Of course, we're going to be fighting in the trees, which is going to be a real pain in the neck, but there's nothing we can do about it. And of course, we're the attacking force, so Balistare up. Just get you guys in the front. I want you guys in Testudo. These guys don't have Testudo. Don't know why I've even bothered to have them. We need to get the... And of course, these guys can sit back. We can't get the range. We got one armoured one, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to use the other armour.
Beware, our hidden units have been revealed.
And they're just gonna... get you guys on. Flaming shot. Here we go, guys.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
This unit here, I think. No, I'm just going to bring you up here. I think that was a waste of time.
The enemy, we're being ambushed.
Got to be a bit careful. There's a lot of particles flying around here. And you can see straight away their forces are pushing through. And of course, where the terrain, keep in there, don't chase them. Guys, get round here, try and flank them. We certainly need to... You guys, gotta take out those horse archers. Get you guys in. No. Okay. Go on, Balistare. If we can break this flank, but you can see we're taking a lot of damage from archers. And the morale, you can see the effect of the morale penalty. These troops would normally stand against... Oh, we're going to have to get in here with a shot. In the barrage. And you say these guys are getting shot in the back because of these bloody archers. And I've lost, because I had to use my cavalry to... And there's no point in trying to fight these guys. Get you guys out as well.
Our forces have found their courage. Back to the fight.
Get you guys in here. And again, General up. I need your giving moral support. Because if I don't use it, we're going to lose it. And you can see and now they've got the cavalry coming in.
The enemy is attacking our general.
Yeah, there's not much I can do about it, I'm afraid. Yeah, just keep firing in. And we're gonna come in here. We might be able to use the cavalry now, what's left of them. You can see here we're getting absolutely wrecked.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
These guys are pinned. Whew.
Victory! This is your day.
And of course we would normally try and run down as many as possible. Now we're just going to end the battle. Now I did manage to win that, but you can see we took a lot of casualties one-on-one, and that was mainly due to the fact that we had that reverse curve on the terrain, which and well, just take on out of habit, and of course the Huns get away. I mean, we could probably chase them for an auto resolve and just destroy them like that. So we won that battle, but, and it is a very big but, that was predominantly because of the terrain, that we were able to hide in the trees, mitigate the effect of their archers, and we had a very, very powerful upward slope. But you saw how, well, the downside was being able to manage the troops in the forest and kind of, well, just trying to win. But you can also imagine that, say this was being fought out here, I'd push forward and run into a Hun stack. Hun stacks often park in twos, so even this army is vulnerable, but the advantage, luckily I can double time them back to their home base where they can have something to defend. But if this army was out on its own, another Hun stack, which is probably lurking in here somewhere, would just sweep in and destroy them. So that's an illustration that yes, you can win, but that was luck. And what I'm going to do is just to show you another battle, and just to show how tough it can be to actually fight the Huns. So what I'm going to do is stop now, reload again, the same scenario, and see you in a minute, guys. Right, welcome back again, guys, and this time I'm going to show you a problem. I mean, I could do this with two armies, but I'm going to do it with one army again, just because I'm trying to illustrate a point. So I'm going to come in here. No, I can't do it with one army, I've got to do it with two. So I'm going to bring you up here. I forgot that, guys, sorry. The Huns are going to run away, and they're there. I forgot that they would engage, and what we're going to do is we're going to attack with a single army. This is suicide, and again you can see here that the battle deployment says we've got we should be able to win this, but I'm just going to show you how tough it is fighting the Huns. And this time we've got more open terrain, which I did know. I've actually played this battle, so we're going to be fighting this battle, and I actually know what's going to come. So of course it's nice and dry, and what we're going to do, and of course we've got to attack the Huns, and we've got this single army, and what we're going to do is similar tactics as before. We're going to put these guys up here, we're going to keep the Comes general back, we're going to keep the troops we're going to need to depend on back here, just in case the Huns come in. This time we're going to put the cavalry down here, and of course I'm going to put the onager up here as well, but it's not going to be much use, to be honest. So we're going to start the battle again. We're going to move these guys forward.
Listen to me. I pledge you my victory today.
Yeah, you're going to be struggling to get a victory here, Sunshine.
Elite
And we're just going to move these forces. We're going to go a bit careful. Again, I'm going to try and use the reverse slope a little bit to our advantage. And this time I'm not going to use the cavalry. I'm actually going to send out just as deflection, because these heavy onagers have a phenomenal range. And I think we can move this battle line forward a little bit, and you've got to be a bit cautious, and there's no point sending the onagers forward, not until we've wasted their ammunition. I'm going to try and use the same tactic as last time, but I want to keep my cavalry this time because we're in open terrain and we may need them. I think we'll just keep these guys back. And there's no point putting these guys into Studo. Actually, see if we can get the range. You see that would just... You can see the range, I don't know if you guys can see it, of the heavy onagers. And here they come. Out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. And of course there's the morale effect. I say it's as a cheesy tactic, but fighting the Huns, it's a necessity. Especially with two heavy onagers. See if we can see where the shot's coming in. Just going to speed it up a bit, guys, actually. We'll be here all day. And you see these guys are getting well and truly creamed, and they've been beaten.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
I think we'll send one of these guys out. I don't know how much ammunition their onagers have got. Nearly wasted.
Our men run from the enemy. This is shameful. Our men are breaking off.
Right, they're coming in now because we've got the advantage. Get you guys up now. Onagers up at Belisari. We've got the advantage with the artillery. And of course these guys have got captured, but
The men are running, cowards.
there's the problem with the Belisari is they don't have the range of back. You guys in. And I want to keep the formation pretty tight. Hopefully you guys will take this area here. Got this cavalry coming round. I want you guys in shield wall. Back. Out, back, idiots, back. Get you guys in here. Flaming shot. Get you guys in shield wall. Again, it's these Federati spears. They're not much cop, to be honest. You guys against the mercenary Germanic warband. guys marching forward a bit. Can support these. Getting back to heavy shot. And of course you can see these guys are coming in hard and heavy, but we've got archers out here, which is going to make it difficult to swing round and envelop them, which is the problems when you fight the Huns, that normally you would, if you were fighting the barbarian tribes, you would. So if we can drive off these, you can see straight away I need to get my Comes general up, and I want these guys got to kind of, what we're going to need to do is use the Balasari to, these guys have got through. You can see here straight away the effect of Balasari, pull back. You can see how quickly the morale drops. And I can't afford to commit my general, because if I get my general killed, that's it, it's all over. Get you guys in here, see if you can shake off those archers. And of course these guys are now going to come in. See if we can destroy these.
Our men have rallied.
Reconnaissance here is about as good much use as a fart in a thunderstorm. So we can see the problem is if this was just one-on-one, Balasari. So I need this Balasari.
The men are running. Stand and fight, damn you.
Fire that. I'm gonna have to. These guys have blobbed up, but there's not much I can do about it. General's got engaged now. You can see that the combination of heavy onagers with, and of course these guys are now going to come in, and archers and cavalry just makes it so difficult here. And with that morale penalty, yeah, I know, but even the best troops can't fight while they're being shot in the back. Yep, the general's gone, so that's it, we're finished. You can look here now. The morale is just gone right through the basement. And it's just that combination of the three forces which makes it very, very difficult. We might as well just speed it up, guys.
Our men have given up and are running for their
that's it. And so in an open field battle, you can see here we basically just got annihilated. I mean, we did a lot of damage to the Huns, but you can see they got 150 kills. We give the onager, and
retreat! Gathering supplies.
well, just grab him just to clear the screen. You can see here, and of course the Huns are still viable as a fighting force. I mean, we could kind of go in here, but they would probably just run away. Oh no, and we're just and that kind of illustrates the need to have, when you fight the Huns, even in the late game, you need to make sure that you have overwhelming superiority. Now, if I'd sent both armies in, we would have probably beaten that Hun stack, but even then it still would have been a pretty tough battle. So I think this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. As I say, let's hope it's given you something to think about, that fighting the Huns is a tough proposition, and the real question is that until Attila's around, there's no point. You might as well just use the Ultra Resolve, annihilate the stacks, because they're only going to respawn. Like that one's now is going to respawn back up, and 10 turns and they're going to be back again. And this army, it's going to take more than, well, probably by the time the Huns stacks back, assuming that there's no more here to take advantage of your weakness. By the time this army's built up, they can be back again. So it's far better to use overwhelming force until you've got some very, very elite troops and your own heavy onagers. So the way to fight the Huns is with heavy onagers and massive superiority. Once Attila's arrived and in the saddle, the priority has to be to kill him, because once you kill him, a battle like that is worth fighting. Even if you severely weaken the Huns, then you can afford to throw your armies away, because every damaged Hun stack isn't going to be replaced, or every time you destroy a Hun stack, once Attila's dead, it's gone, and it's gone for good. And so this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope it's been useful, and I hope it's given you something to think about. So until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.